All right, good morning, guys, and welcome to another session of the weekly market breakdown. Let's start off the week by just recapping last week. Last week, I gave you guys 7 pairs, and of the 7 pairs, 6 of them did exactly what I had expected them to do. We had the GBP USD, which we said would have sold. All week last week, it sold down. It's starting off Monday, sold all the way down to our resistance level. USD JPY uh, started to buy early Sunday evening and never stopped. The EuroCAD has been very stubborn. It's basically been consolidating, not giving us the full sell that we've been looking for, but it did sell nonetheless. We weren't able to sell and hold all the way down because as soon as it got to a particular point, it just retraced. The GBP CAD sold down as well. The Euro NZD sold, and the Euro GBP on Friday, it broke the consolidation and started to make a move to the upside. So let's get into pairs for this week. My first pair is the Euro NZD. Now on Thursday, all right, let's start off with the weekly. So in the weekly, we can see we have an obvious uptrend, but with significant resistance at this area of interest. We have our trend line, and on the daily, we can see we were bullish, but then we sold and we broke this trend line on Thursday. And then on Friday, we retraced to this area of interest and we showed signs of rejection. On the 4 hour, we can see that price has changed from bullish momentum to bearish momentum. Let's look at the change. So this is the higher low on the daily time frame with the higher high. But then we broke, and on the lower time frame, this was the lower low, the higher low. We broke that higher low. So we're now in bearish momentum on the 4 hours, and price broke. This is the retracement. This is the rejection. So what I'm expecting to happen, maybe early Sunday evening, or sorry, late Sunday evening, early Monday morning, I want price to retest this area, reject it, and then continue selling down to this area of interest. My next pair would be the Euro AUD. Now price was in a uptrend. Then we sold off for the week. We're at this area of interest, this area that's acting as an area of support. Ideally, what I would want to see, I would want price to break this area of support and sell down to this trend line or this area of interest right here. I'm not certain whether price would do so. What I would want is price to retrace a little bit and then make its way through this support. All right? So that's what I'm looking for. My other pair, which is a pair that I quite like, would be the AUD-CHF. Now we're right at the trend line as well as a area of resistance. I would like for price to take another touch at this area and then sell down. Right? Because as you can see from our weekly, we're still in a bearish trend. And we haven't hit rock bottom just yet. We've come close, but we haven't hit rock bottom. So there's still more to go. This is on our daily. Price came to the area, rejected after having this massive move on Thursday, which you can count it as a retesting of the area. So I'm expecting more sells. GPAUD, It's just right there. We sold off. We sold off. Bearish market came all the way down to this area of support. So what I would want to see in this area is consolidation and then a break to the upside because we have a strong area here. We have an area of interest with a trend line. And whenever price gets to this trend, we have massive buys. So that's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm expecting. Buys on the GBP AUD. I'm expecting buys on the GBP NZD as well, but what I'm hoping for is for price to get to this area of confluence or trend line, as well as our area of interest, which will act as support for us, giving us the move to the upside. All right. Now, GBP CAD, Euro CAD. The Euro CAD didn't sell quite as well as we wanted it to. So I'm not really interested in this pair, but the GBP CAD, however, it's at our area of interest, it's at our trend line. What I'm hoping for is that price will make its way back to this support level, and then from there we can take the buys. All right. Another nice one to look out for is potentially GBP USD. You can start looking at this pair for buys this week, as well as the Euro USD. I would ideally want it to sell a little more to get closer to our trend line. Same with the GBP USD. And then from there, we take it to the upside, we look for buys. All right. So that's it. That's what I'm looking at for this week. Last week we had 6 out of 7. Let's see how many we can have this week. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in once again. Look forward to seeing you back here next week and enjoy your week of trading.